Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The message behind saying the title of the Heavyweight Podcast is to be able to say that we can weigh in on some heavy shit. You know, what we're talking about is important from every aspect of it. It's a heavy weight. It's not just about physical weight, but the weight of things that can weigh our minds. So I think it's dope that we can have this conversation. What's good? This is episode 105 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Stutter McFly with a special guest. And these three guys, go ahead and state your names for the beautiful people out here.
Hi, I'm Jenniee Dre. Thank you for having me.
And I am Kevin TVD Wendell.
What is that?
What the fuck does that mean?
TVD. Yeah, it's because we found all that new evidence in the Tupac case.
Oh.
It's your boy Molito. I don't know what he's talking about. Molito. I have no idea.
And they call me Hunter.
TVD?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got it after you said it.
That was good. I thought it was good.
I thought you were going to go with the light skin. Okay. I thought it was a light-skinned thing, but we're going to...
Yeah. You probably should have,
You should have just went with the light-skinned thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
It wasn't one of your best, that's for sure.
But I'm not light-skinned.
Maybe your light-skinnedness affected your judgment.
Yeah, you know what they say about those light-skinned
ladies. How are y'all?
Don't let your wife hear
that. Hunter, did you just say they call me Hunter?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. How were your weeks?
Shit.
Anybody can jump in.
I'm tired. That's how my weeks been. Hot. Angry. But blessed.
Was anybody else angry this week? Like, did anybody have like a shitty week?
Well,
actually, I had a really good week.
Oh no, yes, not me.
Oh yeah, he's been good all week.
Yeah, my week.
No, if you have to think about it, I feel like you didn't.
I don't think I had a shitty week.
No, yeah, I don't think you did either. If you have to think about it, like off the top of my head, I could probably name like 20 things.
Nah, if you suppress it.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to just put that memory over there. And...
That's how people snap later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when you don't have no way to get that out, it just builds up and builds up.
Yeah. But
my week was good. All in all.
Did you? How did you, what procedure did you use for that light-skinnedness?
Is that the Michael Jackson?
No sleep, no water.
No. You listen to a little MJ.
I'm just drained of all energy, and this is what comes out.
Did you listen to Prince or?
I thought it was that Janet J. Cole No Sleep.
No, it's Jesse Smollett No Sleep.
Oh, that French fella.
Well, okay then.
You telling lies out here?
Yep.
My week was great, actually. I had a great week.
Yeah, what'd you do, cripple?
Oh.
Oh, okay. I can't tell you what I did because it's TMI.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever it is, it only involves yourself. So.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
I mean, if it had to be, she had to be on top.
Oh, hey.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure? Don't think because I got a cast on my foot, I can't swing it around.
I don't either.
I didn't want to know that. I didn't. That's the overshare.
Hey, that's your boy. Get your boy. Get your boy.
Hey.
I said it was TMI.
We all share on here.
I said I had a great week. Yeah, but it was TMI.
Yeah, we usually don't share that.
Why not? Why don't we share?
Why? Why not?
Share what?
Get the shovels out.
What?
Whatever you're talking about.
I didn't say techniques. I'm just saying that ain't nothing wrong with saying you got some.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Hunter. I'm just saying if he says he has a good week and then you chime in with being by himself.
I just find it a little odd that you just chimed in.
You just chimed in and pretty much explained how his week was good by himself. As if you knew, you know?
I mean, we are friends.
So you guys overshare. I would not want to know.
Oh, I would call you up. You want me to call you up sometime?
No, I will not tell you. I would not tell you if it was a good week by myself.
Hold up. First off, you motherfuckers know I overshare.
Yeah, we know that. I still can't go to Arby's. I still can't go to Arby's.
I'm still confused on what the fuck. What? Don't call me.
Explain. Explain.
No, say it. Ask your question,
go ahead.
Ask your question, Kevin. Okay.
No, I just don't understand.
Arby's?
I don't have a question. No, about him calling. Is he calling every time, or you call? I'm so confused.
Oh yeah, that's actually an important question.
No, we all used to talk on the phone together.
Yeah, if you're calling after every time.
The Arby's. Can you explain Arby's for me so people get the?
I don't have nothing to explain about Arby's. I'm perfectly fine with Arby's. Love it. You're gonna have to say, hey, if you want to talk about Arby's, you're gonna have to say,
you know what the reference is.
I personally know what the reference. All right, fine, because I have to refer to it because I can't say it. Say it.
Why you can't say it? You said it before.
What am I supposed to say? You said something. You like, oh, I don't like that Arby's meat, and I was like, I do. I treat it like a dog toy and just chew on it. Yeah, I say that shit.
I still can't go to Arby's.
Yeah.
I couldn't go to Arby's when I found out they had 99-cent roast beef, and I'm like, that's bullshit.
Bro, those 99
cents. I started shopping for myself. I was like, roast beef is not 99 cents.
You buy it in bulk, motherfucker. When you buy it in bulk,
no.
Whatever, bro. Arby's is fucking good. Y'all gonna have me at Arby's tonight? Shit.
Go to Arby's, bro. Do you?
Yeah, I'm not touching that. Let's get into it. Let's just get into it.
We didn't talk about our weeks. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna say about mine. My week was fucking awesome. I can't wait for my birthday on Tuesday.
Oh, it's Tuesday.
52?
Early birthday?
No, I'm going to be 48.
52. I was close.
You do not look 48.
Huh?
He's also
48.
He's also 48.
I don't look 48.
Compliment you ever got on this show.
No, I know I don't look 48. Ever. There's been many compliments on this show. Yes, I'm going to be 48. I'm looking forward to 48, and
you gonna go get that growth surgery then?
Hell no, dude. I've been short my whole life. I only got like 30 years left. Shit.
You can be 5'5".
Why are we
I am 5'5".
Are you?
Yeah.
5'5" with brown eyes.
No. All I can say is I make up for my shortness in other ways.
Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday.
You mean your wallet?
All right. So anybody else want to talk about their weeks?
I had a great week.
That's good. We know. Kevin, we good?
I need more time off work.
I'm not even gonna touch that because if I do, you're gonna start some shit. Whatever.
Jenny, any?
Mine was just exhausting. I feel like it's too much. I'm gonna depress the whole podcast. Let's not do mine.
I'm happy she gave a warning because some people would depress us.
I'll just let the whole thing go now.
That was a slight jab.
That was a good one.
It was a good jab, but it was a slight jab. Well, but my week was good. I just went to work, beat some youngins in basketball, and now I'm gonna go on leave for 2 months. So I'm good.
My nephew's 5 months now.
Yes. So let's do this. Get into the festivities. And since Hunter's on his shit, the first topic is, how is your mental health? Hunter.
I'll start it.
Hunter, how is your mental health?
My mental health has been really good, and I think people have noticed it. No.
Yeah. You seem more upbeat.
No. I don't exactly truly know what has been different. I haven't put my finger on it. I don't know if it's just a change in my lifestyle, my work style, but it's been pretty decent. I mean, I still have things that weigh down on me, but I've been able to just brush them off a lot easier and just realize it's fucking life, bro. It's going to fuck you every single chance it gets a chance to.
Maybe that be better, do better is actually working for you.
Yeah, that's right. That's the motto. That's right.
No,
That's good.
I tried, but
You can't identify markers that maybe why you're feeling better now. Like there's certain things that you maybe steps you're taking daily.
I don't know if it's just the fact that the job situation has changed for me. You know, from the times I was working to fried chicken. Well, I don't count tenders, so fried chicken about a week or two ago.
It's still
How does
fried.
that make sense?
It's still fried.
Chicken that's fried. Like,
I know, but it's not the same though. It's not.
no, you're agreeing with them. You can't agree with them on this.
No, it's not the same thing.
Fried chicken. That's what they want you to think.
No, I don't think it's the same
They
thing.
want you to believe this is healthier.
No.
On a side note, if you ever watched the movie on Netflix called They Clone Tyrone, there's a reference to fried chicken.
I saw that last night. Is it worth watching?
They clone Tyrone?
It's different. If you're into like things that fuck with your mind and what like they claim that they would do to like inner city ghettos and how they would like. It's an interesting take on it.
Yeah, I saw the previews. It looked kind of like
it don't sound like it's good for my mental health.
It'll fuck with you, but it's also not a. I don't know, Mo. You might not want to watch it.
I'm not.
Hunter though, watch the fried chicken part.
I ain't gonna watch the whole movie for a
I only asked that question because I know a while ago his wife had to restrict how much chicken he could eat because she said.
Hold on. First off, the last time I ate fried chicken was the time I sent you guys pictures.
Was that this week?
That was this week, wasn't it?
No,
Monday.
motherfucker. No, it was not.
Last week, I think.
See,
it wasn't that long ago. That's the point.
So that's long for him. So that's good. That might be part of it.
I remember sending the GIF with the dancing nigga and chicken. That was to you. Yeah, I remember.
I'm about to check the date now because I remember
that was either this Monday.
Weeks. I said a couple.
It was either this Monday or last week, bro. But anyway, back to the topic.
Motherfuckers, I swear, you know.
I don't know. For mental health for me, not great, but real quick, pushing through.
Real quick, it was July 14th.
Oh, okay. It's the 23rd now, so he has some time.
It was a week and a day.
That's a long time for him with chicken.
Hey, fuck y'all. Shit.
Anyway, Kevin, was it the light skinnedness that might make you feel down because you're light skinned today?
Yeah, I wish. But it's life, but it happens. So you deal. Put your head down and you deal.
I agree. That's all you can do.
That's adulting. That is adulting.
Well, that's part of your mental too.
Yeah, but it's one of those things. You just kind of the hard truths is sometimes you just kind of gotta soldier.
Yeah, and then when you talk to people too, just in life, some of the shit they're going through, you go, I think I can bear through this. If you're bearing through that,
I usually say maybe I should just shut the fuck up. That's usually what
yeah.
Because when someone tells me a worse situation, I just thought maybe I should just shut the fuck up.
I think I told you that I was at a slave plantation, I guess it would be, and there were some slave houses, and me and another black guy was walking, and it was hot as hell. And then we were about to sit down, and he was like, "You know what? I don't think we get to be tired. I don't think we're allowed to complain about this shit. Like, if you look at the way these motherfuckers lived and did it, who the fuck are we to complain about just being hot for something we paid for?" I was like, yeah, that's true. That's perspective. So just gotta look at that. Yeah, when I went to Virginia.
Part of your God-given right is to complain.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I understand where he was coming from with that, where I'm like, we're complaining about being hot and we're just walking through a tour that we paid to be at. And these motherfuckers had no choice.
Right. And
so you actively paid to go to a slave plantation?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you figured you would be allowed to get on for free.
I would say.
Yeah, you would think that they. Anyway, keep going.
I have a lot of questions, but we'll talk about that. I'll ask you later.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna buy one. Let's just put it that way.
Black people should be free on the slave plantations. I don't know why they.
I would just stay clear of them, but that's just me.
Nah, that's pretty. It's interesting.
Bad juju.
Yeah.
It's not.
You end up seeing the ghost of an ancestor looking at you like, "What you doing here, nigga?" You're like, "Oh, fuck."
That's fucked up. Because never mind. I was thinking some crazy shit. When I was out there, I don't know if I was high or what.
You probably was high. You probably was high.
And like, I was with Amanda, and I was like, "Man, are we gonna get haunted by some racist ass ghosts in here? Like, look at this interracial ass couple in this motherfucking plantation."
Oh man.
Oh Lord, I'm sorry. Mental health is not great, but dealing.
Dealing.
I have a question. How do you deal with it? Like, do you just
Deal with
pretend it's not there?
In the moment, a lot of being busy. I don't have a lot of time to sit and ponder too much stuff. Like overtime, I guess, is one thing. Doing stuff around the house and like just having the house, there's always something to do. So staying busy.
Yeah. I feel like that's really unhealthy. I do that, but it's really unhealthy.
Oh no, I didn't say
it's not good for us. It's not good for us.
So you mean to tell me I can't?
Do any of you guys?
I can't readjust my focus, so I'm not worried about stressing me out. That's not good for me.
No, not to just stray away from
it. If you never deal with it,
you don't address it.
Holding it in.
It's on the list.
Yeah, that's
if that list gets too damn long, though, that's the problem. Yeah. You don't want that list to get too long.
Nah, I always end up golfing at some point.
That's how you get your stress out?
It's a good release, yeah. It's a great release for me.
You can go to a rage room.
I do want to do one. I
know we should all go do that shit.
Sometimes you're sad. Sometimes you don't want to break stuff.
We should all go do that shit. Seriously.
There's one in Marietta. We could go.
There is one in Marietta. It is opening, huh? I knew about the ones in LA. I didn't know there was one in Marietta.
No, I'm not driving to LA to break shit. I could just do that in
Why can't we have a heavyweight adventure and shit?
Because
we should. I was thinking that we should do something.
Because as long as I get to drive.
And that's where he lost me.
What did he say?
He wants to be the one driving.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh no. We'll just meet up. Nope.
Everybody take their own car.
But thank you, Hunter. I'm 5 minutes younger because of you.
Whatever, y'all. Y'all would have lived.
I'm 5 minutes younger because of you and riding with you.
Y'all would have lived. Shit. Y'all all would have walked away with a story to tell too.
I have a story to tell. You know that I have a story to tell. My heart stopped.
I was gonna say that I'm similar to Kevin. Like it currently ain't the best, but it ain't the worst. And you get up every day and just keep pushing. You'll figure your shit out.
I'll be honest. Mine has been kind of good. I've been having something weighing on the back of my mind a lot lately, but I realize it's just going to take time for me to get over it. It's getting better. A lot of it.
That's a process.
Bluntful about it. A lot of it has to do with this motherfucker down there.
Who?
You.
What I do?
Oh, here it comes.
What I do? How am I stressing you? I'm just living. I'm living my life over here happy with my wife. Well, how am I bothering you?
5.
Anyways.
Just box it out or something. God damn. Like, there's always
this motherfucker
tension.
Know I have his back. He knows it. It ain't it's just bullshit. I'm just saying this
motherfucker acts like he the one in the cast.
Are you drinking?
Oh, me no.
Yeah.
I should go, huh? I should go get a morning.
No, you shouldn't.
No, you
shouldn't. No, you should not. After the last podcast.
No, you should not. No, you should not.
You was on one.
Nah, but I mean seriously.
I think your mental health is going to vary day to day. So you got to take it day by day. Like you got to understand. Like don't one day can't destroy your week. One day can't make your week. It's all depending on how you react to it.
Right, and you can't let 10 seconds of some bullshit ruin your whole day. That's what I say. You got to just say fuck it and keep on pushing. But yeah. So, what's up?
What about you, Jenny?
I've been very like. Are any of you guys like actually clinically depressed or have like anxiety? Do any of you guys have that?
What do you mean by clinically?
Like, have you
No,
guys actually went and seen a
She's not talking about
therapist
street pharmacists.
or a psychiatrist?
yes.
She's not talking about street pharmacists. Okay.
No, not a street pharmacist. Like, actually diagnosed with any of this.
See,
I
You
would.
are?
yeah.
Okay, so have any of you guys ever been on medication for it?
They prescribed it to me. I never took it.
They gave me anxiety.
Same. So for years,
Oh, you.
I was prescribed it, but I would never take it because it makes you kind of feel like numb. Like you just feel like you're not human. But for the last 2 years, I've been taking it routinely. And I don't know, I feel like it does its job, but there's certain things where I'm just like, I can't tell the difference between, like, am I supposed to feel this way or am I not supposed to feel like, is this normal? Is this not normal? Like this week was just so stressful, but I'm so dependent on the medication that I couldn't tell like if it was normal to feel those things or if it wasn't. So I was very confused onto like as to where am I really depressed? Am I really sad? Or is this just normal? Am I supposed to go through things and have feelings? Like, I don't know if that makes sense. So let's say something happens and it would upset any person, right? I can't tell the difference between is it this just upsetting me or is this going to depress me, like where I can't come out or back from it?
That terrifies me. That
Yeah, that's
what
been
you
my
just-
week.
That when you're on a mess, you get that hang up, and I would say you have to just let it go. Just live with whatever the way you feel at that moment. Because when you sit there and try to decipher, is it the mess? Is it really this? Is it really that? In reality, it's just what it is.
Hmm.
The mess just help you just kind of deal with it a little different. You don't get
Yeah,
so emotional about it. But in the same topic, the mess make you really fucking emotional too.
yeah,
Yeah. But
Well,
yeah.
that's
I
the
can't.
come down. I know.
You said that scares you. What scares you? The
that
depression?
to having to sit there and decipher if you're supposed to feel that would terrify me. Like to have that thought process of, am I supposed to feel this or what am I supposed to feel? Like it would kind of, I think, drive me up a wall because I'm so already hyper fixated on analyzing everything just in my natural personality that that thought when you described it kind of sound terrifying for me because it was like, God damn, I already analyzed everything
Yeah.
to begin with. So to
Yeah.
be on that, to think, well, am I supposed to feel this or how am I supposed to feel in that situation would, I think it would wreck me because I would just be,
yeah, because you're trying to figure out, is it me or is it the pills?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've been taking the pills now for over a year. And like I said,
So you're on medication.
yeah.
What are you on medication for? If you don't mind me asking.
Depression and just more mood. I've been, if you listen to podcasts, I've had a lot of shit happen to me in my life, and life still happens, and I get to the point to where I get tired, and the mess is kind of, how can I say, I'll take the standpoint of, just like you said, you don't know if they're working or not working.
Yeah.
You really don't really notice it, and I don't really notice it. I notice that I'm not quick to react on certain things.
Same.
That's
Yeah.
the goal of the medicine, is to
Yeah.
dole you out. Because you guys know how my college days. So I had my fair share of experiments and stuff with that stuff, but you could tell the difference. Like for me, I feel like, because I remember I was prescribed something, and I hadn't done any of that stuff for a long time, and I took one of them, and I was like, oh shit, no, I know this feeling, and it's like I started thinking like, holy shit, this is how people are walking through everyday life right now. Like it's still on a high, but you like, since you're on it, like I don't think you notice that you're on it because that's just your normal now. But it's like, I don't know. I'm real big into, I get medicine. Like if it helps, it helps. But I'm more into, I guess, the natural side of the house, like exploring that way.
Yeah.
Like I don't mean you have to do anything. Like for me, I took shrooms or whatever, and that helped me a lot and get into a place in my how to control my mental headspace a little bit more. I guess it seems weird to say, but that's really, it did do that. And I think there's a way to do that safely and responsibly. Because I don't think you have that disconnect when because you're not going to be walking around just high on shrooms all the time. But you'll be able to tap into yourself more. I think.
So shrooms help you tap into yourself more?
Yeah, if you do them like that, yeah, not go to a party.
It was a serious moment, and you had to interject this bullshit.
But I mean, for real though, I really contemplated stopping the meds because I
If it
can
helps you, then
tell.
why? If it helps you, why?
Because you
Because
get
I don't.
confused.
You get
And
that's a good
like I'm
reason.
telling you, you get to a point where you're just like I'm telling you, I can't. There's times where you can tell, like, okay, I'm reacting to things like I wouldn't normally react. Like normally I would get angry, I'd blow things out of proportion. So it helps to an extent, but it doesn't help when you're in like an emotional situation where you don't even know how to react to it. That's where it gets kind of dangerous because it's like you're confused with, am I supposed to feel that or am I not supposed to feel like it? That's where I feel like it gets a little bit dangerous.
Have you tried a lighter dose?
I mean, you could, but the thing is so they start you off small to begin with and build you up.
Yeah, build you up.
Is the smaller the dose, it's not going to work to the same extent. So you're depressed. You might still have those little peaks of depression. The point is to not have those. I mean, they could lower it, but you'll probably still have those peaks.
I had to up mine until I'm where I'm at right now.
Can I ask this? I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to ask this. Do we not think it's natural to have some bouts of depression every once in a while? Not like just full on, like
absolutely.
Yes.
So we shouldn't want to completely eliminate that from us.
And I tell you, the pills don't really take away from that. You still feel down.
Yeah, you still feel down. Mm-hmm.
You still feel down. You still feel everything, and it doesn't really change so much. That it just kind of takes more of the edge off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get that.
Like where I noticed a big difference with me is I'll be watching a movie and I'll start crying, and I'm like, why the fuck am I crying over this movie?
I'm opposite. See, I'm opposite. I can't get myself to cry. I actually get frustrated with crying.
I can cry.
I'm opposite of that. I'm not emotional at all.
You cry a lot.
I do cry a lot. I have no problem crying a lot.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Then why the fuck you say anything like that? I don't have a problem showing my emotions. I don't.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying.
Damn, why don't we have that Drake meme or drop? We know.
All right, shit. Nothing wrong with crying. I don't wear my fucking.
Don't start crying.
My emotions. No, I ain't fucking crying.
I thought you were gonna cry earlier. I won't lie.
Really? Nah.
When you started talking and like I saw your eyes get glossy, I said, "This nigga might cry."
Nah. I'm in actually. I don't know why I'm in a really okay, good mood. I just.
That's good. You should be.
Brother.
But I've been that way for like the past couple weeks, and I don't know because at times I feel like my whole life is still collapsing all around me.
They've explained it.
What, chicken?
Damn, why you throw that in there? Now I can't joke with you.
Oh.
What about you, Stutter? How's your mental health?
Couldn't tell you. I think I've because before you guys got here, I told Hunter and Mo that my stalker came back.
Really?
You have a stalker?
Yeah, they didn't actively, but stuff like that. I remember when I was a few years ago, it would kind of bug me because I was like, who the fuck would take that kind of time?
Yeah.
But then I've hit that point where I think with life and all the stuff that I've dealt with, eventually it doesn't bug me anymore. I think the only thing that just kind of still floors me when stuff like that happens is like, it irritates me because I'm like, as a person who's fixated on trying to do better and living life in the moment, it really irritates me that someone wastes their own time in their life worried about what I'm doing or what I could be doing or trying to knock me down, because I'm like, I wouldn't even spend my time doing that. Why would you? But my mental health, I think, is in a better state because I don't focus on bullshit. I have too much riding on me to just focus on a lot of shit. So it's not necessarily that I don't deal with it. I just realize that what's out of your control is out of your control. You just you got to keep moving to the best of your ability, and everything else is out of my control, so I don't let it weigh me down anymore. So I think that's a lot of that has to do with hitting the gym 4 times a week and stuff like that. Like staying on that shit consistently for a year now kind of keeps you on a path of you ain't got time. Like literally, if your routine is waking up early, doing this, going to work, now you have another kid coming to the mix, and they're worried about you, and they're literally their survival depends on what you do. I really don't fixate on the other shit. So like it's like if I'm not doing the podcast, if I'm not working, if I'm not doing that, like I don't have the time for the other shit. Like and I think it's on a positive thing because I don't necessarily sweep it under the rug. I just kind of say I don't see the point in it anymore. Why fixate on that shit?
Now, my thing with you is I don't understand why you don't embrace the stalker.
I do embrace it to a degree because it lets me know I'm doing something right. But at the same token, I just, as a person, I just don't get it. Like logically, I always look at things from a logical standpoint.
We're not gonna compound the toxic behavior.
But what I'm saying is
toxic. So why are you on?
It's not compounding the toxic behavior.
We're not gonna meet toxic with toxic.
It's not toxic with toxic. I mean, you literally are this person. It's not toxic with toxic.
Get rid of germs with bleach, nigga.
Huh? I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you because of your shitty microphone. What'd you say?
Damn, he said you got that prison mic.
He said you get rid of germs with bleach. It was funny.
But no, when I heard you say that, I was like, bro, I would embrace that shit. Because you literally have somebody out there who.
But what if they try to find out where you live and all that shit? You don't want to egg that on. You don't want to egg that on.
I didn't say egg it on. I didn't say to interact with them or whatever. I'm just saying you have to revel in the fact that somebody is so sad with their life that they epitomize your life because it's doing so well that should say to you that I am actually doing really well in life, and I know I'm doing well in life. Even when I don't think I am doing well in life.
I thought you was talking about like going back and forth with him. Like I'm
man, see, y'all always thinking always about some bullshit. I ain't no fucking
embrace. That's what you think,
And whatever, bro. I'm a good.
I get what you're saying, Hunter. But like I said, I take it as a sign of I'm doing something right in my life when someone can fixate on my life like that. But at the same token, my logical side will always go, why would a person do that? Like
Fuck that logical side.
I'm not saying it in a point of like I fixated on them, but it kind of like me, like I got too much shit going on to even be like, my brain goes, why would you even be like worried about that? What stupid? Like, but anyway. But
I get where you're coming from.
Man, I wish I had that kind of time in my life.
Yeah, like you have enough time to say, I'm going to devote this kind of time to someone else and trying to make them feel miserable from a distance, like anonymously.
How
like
awesome is that? That tells you how good your life has become to the fact that somebody is reveling in your life.
And they do it. It's been over 10 years.
Right. Embrace that shit. Love it.
That means they've spent over 10 years of their life worried about what I'm doing.
You know my theory on that.
What is it?
Definitely somebody.
That you did too good of a job, and she can't let you go.
Oh.
Anyway, what I'm saying is, it's still as my mental health. I think it's over time. Like it wasn't like it started off. I just had to get to a point where I understood what was important because I would always fixate on some of the most dumbest things because I was trying to, I guess, keep up with the Joneses. And eventually you realize when you see things and like important people in your life get taken away and stuff like that, over time, you kind of build an understanding that this is what's important and you only have this much time. And we try to tell ourselves we take for granted time, but time is like the one thing that when you waste it on the wrong things, you don't get back. So
yeah, take time.
I get so mad when I watch a bad movie. This is random, but when I watch a bad movie, I was like, I'll never get those 2 hours back. But yeah, that's it. But my mental health, I think, is at the strongest point it's ever been just because I don't fixate on the shit that I used to always worry about before.
I say the same. And I part of it could be because of this podcast too. I'm not denying that part of it. There's many factors in probably the way I feel.
Kevin, do you think that the job was playing on your mental, or is it
no, not at all? No, that's outside of it. Well, I mean, the part of the job, but it's just particular person at the job. But it's like, fuck that fool. I'm not worried about that fool. Like, they can play, It's all good. And then, and then just other shit, family shit going on, you know. So
Life.
it's type one of those things where it's like there's nothing I can do other than, as Andy was saying, take the time to embrace the time.
Yeah. That's it works. It does work. It does work. But moving on to the next topic, it is fuck that, we're not using that one. I'll use one of mine. When do you realize that you were different than your peers?
Long ass time ago.
Hey, what phase in life?
Yeah, because at some point you don't have that memory. At some point in life, it comes at different times, but at some point you hit you that I'm not like them.
I say that every day when I talk to you guys every time.
But when was the first time, the initial time at some age? Because the thing is, like, when you get old, when you're young, you're trying to, like, you know, hang out with the friends, you kick it with your friends and all that. Then there was one moment you realize I'm different from them. Not necessarily like vastly different, but there were certain things that you thought about things certain ways that you didn't, that were way different than the people around you. Like,
I know the big one with me was I hate to say it this way, is that let's stay poor mindset. You know, I was always looking for the quick buck instead of just getting a job and doing what you need to do, you know. And that I noticed that I had to get myself from around people like that. Because if you talk to anybody who's ever known me, they will always say, I've always had a job, you know. And I noticed that's when I'm not like a lot of people that I was around, because they don't want to, they literally don't want to work. They will find every single way in the world to make a fast buck instead of just getting a job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You ever I can't say.
What? Say it.
Because when I think about that, then I go like, there have been times where, you know, at times when I was part time or was struggling, and you end up like in a, you know, say this, the food stamp shit, like, and then you'll look at these motherfuckers that make a mastery of it. You're like, God damn, you know how to do that, like, and it angers you because they mastered it. Yeah. I'm not mad that they're getting it, but they've mastered the way to trick out the government to their favor, and it's on your dime. That's all I'm saying. Go back to the topic. It just made me think about
I've had many moments like that where I'm irritated with that shit. But to answer the question, I think I was probably about 13, 14. I realized that I was different. That I wasn't part of the in crowd, and I was comfortable not being part of the in crowd because I had a lot of cousins and, you know, older sisters that were popular, and that wasn't my thing. I always prefer a couple people over.
Oh, shit.
He disappeared. I'd always prefer a couple people over over a group. So that has always been mine. That's just my thing.
Mine was at that same age. I was going to say 13, 14.
And
I got pregnant at 13 with my oldest. Yeah, I was only 13. And I gave birth to him at 14. And obviously just that alone made me different from all the other girls my age. But growing up, I thought it would just be at that time in my life because I was a young age. Obviously, there's not going to be many other girls like me, kids like me, you know. But as I kept growing and getting older and older and older, I started realizing I'm like 18, 19, even before that. And my friends are partying, they're drinking, everybody's tried smoking, everybody's tried like all these things. And to me, it was like, that's so crazy. I had never even thought to smoke, thought to drink, I've never even been to a party. I didn't start doing any of that until I hit like 24 years old. And that's when it really hit me when I turned 24 and I started doing, like, trying those things. I was like, oh my God, I was so different for so long and I didn't realize it. I thought the only difference was I just had a kid, but it wasn't. That's when I realized, like, that it was crazy to me that I had missed out on so much all the way up until I was 24 years old. I didn't know a lot of things. Yeah, that's where I realized I was like, oh, okay. So having a baby wasn't just having a baby. Like, it to me, it was like, oh, I have a baby and I'm taking care of it. That's it. No, I missed out on a lot. And that's where I realized, like, yeah, that I was very different growing up and I never seen that. I just thought is, oh, I'm a mom. That's it. Like, I'm just like everyone else, just a mom. No, I didn't experience a lot.
And then how wild out did you go when you were 24?
Oh, I couldn't. So I got like a little taste of it, went to my first bar, and I was like, oh, this is never going to end. Like, I'm never going to not do this again. And I would go like every single weekend. And then like every weekend turned into like every weekend and Tuesdays and Thursdays. And that went for like a whole year. Like, I was still doing what I needed to do, for my kids. But it was just like, it was a thing where I was just like, I don't ever want this to end. Obviously, it ended, but
Yeah, it always comes to an end. It's
yeah.
when you do those things later in life. To me, it's almost more detrimental. You know,
Yeah.
because you should have did it when you were younger. But I mean, it is what it is. To me now, I look at it more as like as long as you got out of it.
Yeah, that's what people tell me. They're like, as long as
As
you,
long
because
as you got out of it.
I was at a point where I was like, I don't think I'm gonna get out of, because I was drinking like I don't know. I guess I just didn't know how to control it because it was so new to me. Where it was like, oh, it's normal to have a couple drinks every single day. Like, I'm waking up and I'm having a drink within hours of waking up, and I'm drinking throughout the day. Not getting drunk, but like just enough to where I felt buzzed. And to me, I was just like, oh, that's normal. And yeah, for a minute, I was like, I'm not going to get out of this. There's no way I'm going to be able to get out of this. I mean, I did, but. And then to make it worse, you're not supposed to mix that with like the medications we're on. So it kind of like elevates the feeling a little bit. It felt like kind of like you were high and drunk, but I mean, like not drunk, but like buzz. Like, it gives you a really good feeling towards like, I don't want to come out of this. I felt it makes you feel almost like nothing, like unstoppable. I guess it's not a safe feeling.
No, no, that feeling gets addictive. That's why, like I said, as long as you
Very
got out of it.
addictive.
Side note, I looked at Hunter, Kevin, Jenny. Their faces all had the same reaction, and me and Maurice looked like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Wait, about what? Wait, about what?
Because we don't prescribe to that because we just didn't grow up that way. But Kevin Hunter has. So when you said those things, their faces instantly go, yeah, I know what she's talking about. And you look at Maurice,
so
and he's like looking to just the what you were describing, the high, the buzz and all that, like that reaction, like they instantly knew what you're talking about. Like they mixed the
I was a problem. Yeah, I was.
yeah. Like if you see their faces when you said it, it clicked like it was like, oh, I get it. But like if you look at our faces, we're like, I don't know, like I don't.
Idea.
Yeah. So it's interesting, like the reactions, like to two sides. It's like they get it because they done it, but like me and him were like, I don't know, so we're just listening, but we're not like. It's kind of like, I guess, sympathizing to empathizing. Like we're like, oh, okay, and they're like, oh no, yeah, I've been there. Like it's interesting. It's
It's not a good feeling.
No. But like I said, look where you at now, and you got out of it. So
yeah,
and it's a story that you tell.
That is dope.
Yep. I have a lot of stories I can tell that way.
See that? Yeah, see.
Yeah, I look at it now and I'm just like, oh my God, like I never could imagine in a million years. Like it scares me. Like the idea of it, I'm just like, how?
Now, my question to you is, how do you keep those? For lack of words, I'm gonna just call it the demons. How do you keep that demon away now?
I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of times where I'm like, I just want to go out. Like I want to go to a bar. I'm not gonna do nothing bad. Like I just want to go and have a little bit of fun. And I have like maybe 4 or 5 times this year. If you want me to be honest with you, I think if I didn't get sick last year, I would still be drinking, maybe like every other weekend. I'd probably still be going to bars. But I truly, truly think that I got sick last year. I know a lot of people don't believe in these type of things, but I think when something happens to us, it happens for a reason. I think I got sick last year because around the time I got sick was when I started kind of going back into that habit of drinking. I was going back to wanting to drink every other day, but not, like I said, not at a drunk level. I just wanted to feel that feeling. Maybe a month after I had started doing that again, I immediately got sick. Do you guys talk about vaccines on here? Oh, we're not allowed to talk about that.
Yeah, we can know about that.
Talk about anything.
Yeah, okay. Because a lot of people are like, yeah, we don't talk about that. So I got vaccinated. I got the COVID booster. After getting the booster, I developed a heart problem where I get like extreme tachycardia just upon standing. So like sitting right now, I'll be like at a normal heart rate. As soon as I stand up, it'll jump up to like 130, 140. That happened a month after that whole thing, and I had also got vaccinated. I can't drink now the same. So I drink and my heart rate will get too high and I have to stop. So now I'm kind of like forced. So that's how I deal with it. I'm forced to not be able to do it anymore. Pretty much just because of my health.
That's good.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's good and bad, but yeah.
You know, I look at it as good. I look at it as good because hold on. This is why I say it's good.
I get what
Because
you mean.
right, because when those demons do come back, there's actually another reason that keeps them at bay versus you not really
It's
having.
sad because it's like there's like a little price to pay with it. Yeah.
Because I
But
tell
that's
you,
what
those
stopped me.
demons are always knocking on my door, bro.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but
same.
I have to ask you this. What the fuck were you doing in the bars when because you were like, you explained it, you're like, I'm not gonna do anything bad, and I'm like, what the fuck's that?
Well, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so I would go to get drunk, obviously, but I'm talking like drunk to where I'm not getting home until like 5 a.m. and we stopped at like 50 other places.
Yeah.
Yes. And like and it was always just me and two other friends. It was always us three. But the thing is I wasn't just at a bar. Like we'd go from a bar to this place to that place. Yeah. Like going up to the mountains to a random person's house, like crazy shit. And then the thing is I got to a point where I started doing really bad things. Like I guess you could say like scam guys.
100 here, it won't be that bad. 100's got to be.
I feel like it's bad. So I would scam guys. I'd take advantage. Like I would purposely go talk to guys that I knew would be easy to scam, and I'd get them to pay for everything. Like when I tell you drink, I don't mean like $100 worth of drinks. I'm telling you hundreds of dollars for us three, like hundreds. And I would use a guy, take that to my advantage and get everything paid for and then just dip out as quick as I could to the next place. Like I was doing really fucked up shit. It went from being something so innocent as just having a few drinks to where it was like, I'm going to see how far I can take this. And it was really, and the thing is, I think about it and I'm like, what if I would have fucked with the wrong guy one night? What if I would have messed with the wrong person and pissed off the wrong guy?
Yeah.
Especially because a lot of the times I hung out in the parking lots talking to guys. Like, what if one of them would have just came up and been like, what the fuck are you doing? You get me? Like, I didn't ever think of those things. I had 4 kids and my kids were always taken care of. They would be asleep by the time I left and they'd still be sleeping by the time I came back. But the thing is I'm getting home like at 5 a.m. and I'm waking back up like at 7 to take them to school and take care of them. So I would be running on like an hour, 2 hours of sleep. And this was like almost every day. It was really bad. I think it's just like, it was mentally not. Yeah.
That is okay. I didn't know if he was out there stealing shit or whatever.
No, it was.
What were you doing?
I feel like it's in a way.
He was out there J-Lo you know?
Yeah.
And like J-Lo's last movie when she was.
Yeah, scamming some cats, but.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The one Cardi B.
On that is, that's on them. Mm-hmm. But it's a dangerous game.
I'm over here like, take advantage of those motherfuckers. That's what they get.
Yeah, no.
True, but fragile eagles are a motherfucker.
No, it wasn't.
He loves pushing that toxicity, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah, it was not. It was not right at all. But it felt good. I mean, I was off the pills for a minute, and like I said, I went back on while I was drinking. But when I was off of them, I was just like, oh, alcohol can fix this. Easy. Yeah, it was a temporary fix that it got worse. It's not.
You're going to make me want to go drink now.
No, don't do it. It is so not worth it.
Shoot me. I'm about to go do a shot as soon as we finish this podcast. No, then again, I might not be allowed to be allowed to drink after the last one.
Yeah, please don't.
You cried quick.
Maurice, did you
Are you an emotional drinker?
Who, me now?
You cried.
You're not.
Mm-mm.
They're saying you cried.
I always cry.
We got the footage. He knows.
Yeah, I cry. When something, I'll say it like this too. I don't know how much of that
touches his soul.
He about to
I
cry
don't.
right now.
Look at
You know, I was.
He gonna cry right now.
You motherfuckers, let me say this. I sometimes think it's the pills that do that too.
Man, why you always take away the shit? Like I'm always shooting jabs at you, and then you throw some serious
And he's
shit.
like, "But you make me feel bad."
Now I can't even say it no more.
But I mean, I don't. Just like
That's
you said,
crazy.
you don't know
I've
if it's the
never.
pills or you don't know if it's really you either.
Yeah.
You know. So
See, mine
but
are
it's-
so opposite. I'm very like closed off. I have no emotion. It's so hard for me to have emotion. So that's crazy. That's interesting. That
Yeah.
makes you so emotional.
well,
Mo, did you say what made you different?
What made me different? No, I just said I wrote.
Yeah, he was a nerd. That's what that was.
Kevin, did you say yours?
I was a nerd, but I was also a nerd that was a 3-sport varsity athlete. I was that guy. I just wasn't with them.
Listen,
Hey, that guy. Why'd you miss that layup and I passed it to you?
Basketball wasn't one of the sports, player.
quick rebuttal.
So I mean, and at the same time, I was also at a letter in academics. I was just different. The things that interested people didn't interest me. I've never been the type of dude to like with women. I've never been the type of guy that's like, oh, I need to have multiple women. No, I'm happy with the one I chose. I've never been that guy. I'm not saying I don't look at other women. I got eyes, but I always go home. I don't conversate. I don't entangle myself.
Just
Don't
miss
do none of that
layups.
shit. Just miss layups. That's why I knew I was different. Because what matters to me,
A missed layup ain't gonna get you a divorce.
right? what the things that mattered to me was always different from my peers at the time. And I feel like a lot of things that people were into or really mattered to them just didn't seem redundant or not important at all.
Now you want to know something that I never could really get really into, and it sounds really weird to say this. It's heavy drug use.
Same.
What do
When
you
I was
mean?
around
too scared.
when I was around people who were really into heavy drugs, that did not.
So you never done coke in your life?
Motherfucker, doing it and always doing it is two different things. All right.
Kevin,
No.
did you have did you say yours?
I think when everybody was copying off my homework and I was listening to fucking System of a Down and not DJ Quick, I kind of.
Kevin,
See, I listen to both.
different music,
See,
bro.
Kevin, I listen to
get you,
both. There's nothing wrong.
I listened to both, but I was just saying none of my peer group was listening to that.
Yeah. I'm not, you know, it's weird that you say that, but I moved almost like a chameleon when I was in high school. Like I hung out with, you know, cattle.
You was that motherfucker.
That's because you was 5'2". Like it was hard to see.
If you cool with everybody, I can't trust you.
Yeah,
Nobody just like you. I can't trust you.
My circles. I did not have a circle. I can roll with just any kind of group of people.
Well, I mean, you can ask my wife. My circle in high school is my wife. We spend all the time together. I wasn't with the guys. I wasn't with the team. No, I was with my wife.
No, I don't think anybody really disliked me. There's like one guy, but it was weird because it was just like out of nowhere. I was like, "This is weird that you don't like me." He
was just jealous, Kevin.
We don't even talk.
Like you don't like me. I don't even know you, but he know you. He know everything about you. You don't know him.
Almost like Andy Stalker.
Right, just jealousy.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, it's for
sure. Did you answer the question, Andy?
No, I didn't.
Oh, go for it, bro. Go, let's hear it.
Shit, I think I still struggle with that now. But growing up, I always knew I was different, but I just kind of was still trying to figure out where I fit in. But I was always different growing up. But I don't know. In like elementary school, like everybody would talk about how their lives were, like as far as like they would go home to their mom or their both parents, and like me, I was just growing up with just my dad, and it was different. So like you had peers that were either envious or felt some type of way because your dad was in the picture, or then you had the kids that looked at you off because it was just your dad in the picture. So it was different just because you think different when you have a dad that's more like focused on making sure you eat and providing, and not really about the rest of the shit. Like the stuff like I feel like that we normally gain from having our mothers in the picture. She kind of gives you that that I guess care on an emotional level, and also a lot of times they're the ones that teach you about style. My dad wasn't really about style; he was more about substance. As far as you do go to work or you go to school, you do good in school, get good grades, and that's it. Like when I would tell them, I had a bully or this was going on or this was popular, I don't send you to school for that. You go to school to get good grades, and that's it. Like you learn. I'm not worried about that. So like that kind of was instilled in me young. So I spent most of my time trying to figure that shit out. But I think recently is when I realized I'm just different. And according to Maurice, I'm that guy. But it's not that I'm that guy. It's
Those
just
are your words, sir.
Think different. You said I was that guy. I said that in a song. It's different. It's worse. But I'm saying you keep saying that I'm that guy, and I said I don't think I'm that guy. I'm just me.
Imitates life.
Anyway, I'm just me, and I just learned to accept that I'm just me, and people are just gonna have to either ride with it or get the fuck on. That's how I look at it. So I guess it's more of a recent revelation.
Got a lot of revelations.
And better late than never. So,
Yeah.
with that being said, this has been episode 105 of the Heavyweight Podcast. Again, we appreciate you guys liking, subscribe, post, share, comment.
All that.
Also, the new edition, Jenniee Dre. We appreciate you. And again, signing off one more time. Stutter McFly. Go ahead, state your name one more time.
Jenniee Dre. Thank you guys again for having me.
Oh, Schlewfoot Ellis.
That's some country ass shit.
Why don't you just call yourself up?
Did you just switch it?
I don't mind
the
it.
original?
I don't mind it. I'm from the country. I actually like it.
You that motherfucker with two different size shoes. Hop on your ass alone.
Call you Clubfoot Kevin. Anyways, they call me Hunter.
Oh, it's your boy Mo Lethal, man.
Till next time, peace out. We love you.
Peace.
One.
It's a wrap. That's all she wrote, folks. Thanks for tuning in once again. You can check us out on all streaming platforms. Click like, subscribe, leave some comments, you know what I'm saying? Is it Monday yet? Hello. Every Monday you got new episodes, so tune in. Have a blessed one.